All right, what's good? What's good? What's good, man? We're gonna talk this boxing this morning. Sorry, showed up a little late. Saturday morning. Wait for some people to come into the chat. What's going on? Almighty KD in the building. What's going on, man? I'm gonna roll a little slow, man, until everybody gets to some people get in the building. Almighty, if you still here, man, I might be here by myself. Put the comments in the comment section. Let me know, man. It's fight weekend. It's fight night tonight. Get to see Teofimo Lopez at long last against this dude, Cambosis. I can't say that I've been really, absolutely amped up about the fight, but we'll take it, man, so that we can move on to see what's going on with the rest of the lightweight, the rest of the lightweight fights. I can see a comment I can see several comments over here, but I can't see the comments in here. What is going on, man? Let me see. I can't see. It's fun. Hold on. Let me hit this reset bit. All right, this is odd, man. Real odd, bro. Real odd, because I can't see in StreamYard. I can't see my comments in StreamYard. Oh man, what's going on with StreamYard is acting a little funny today. That's all right. I'll go from here, man. My man, Devin Bible in the building. What's going on, man? Jet Ski in the building. What's happening? CG Cap, what's happening? Hannah Hound in the building. What's going on, man? CG Cap said, we'll see if Ferocious has anything for Teofimo. I don't think so, man. I can't see that, man. I think it's going to be, I think it's going to be a moppage going on. If it's, I'm telling you, man, both these dudes, all these lightweights got something to do, man. Checkmate Boxing in the building. What's going on, brother? How you feeling? Laws to Punch Out TV, as usual. Always good to see you, man. Fatal Hawk 91, what's going on, man? I'm gonna wait for everybody to get into the chat, man. I don't know what's going on with StreamYard today, man, because I don't see any of my comments in my usual app. So I have to stay over here, man. Hey, yeah, Artabo in the building says, Martin, Teofimo needs his butt kicked, man. Teofimo Lopez is a strange guy, man, who is absolutely positively feeling himself. And I mean, I can't completely blame the dude for feeling himself because, he's got 3-4 of the belts. He's got at least a claim at undisputed, even though I don't buy it. You know what I mean? He's at least got a claim at undisputed. So I can understand the dude feeling himself, man. George Wood said, good morning. I hope you had a pleasant Thanksgiving. I did, man. It was really nice, man. It was with my family. I did myself a favor. I didn't eat too much. Hey, give me 1 second, man. I'm gonna jump in and out of this chat. I'm gonna jump in and out of this chat again, bro. See if I can get this Yeah, man. StreamYard is bugging, man. I'm not getting any of my comments, man. Crazy, man. StreamYard is bugging. Artabo in the building said, oh yeah, I got that, man. Said Andrew Ugboma said, hey man, what's going on, man? Hi, how you doing, man? George Woods, good morning. I hope you had a pleasant Thanksgiving. I did, man. I hope you guys, man. Hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving. Pugilism Nino Brown, what's going on, sir? What's going on this fine morning, man? George Wood, Jet Ski. I hope Teo lose tonight just because of how long he prolonged the fight and he's ducking. Man, I'm going to tell you, bro, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. I'm hoping a lot of guys lose in boxing. I be trying. I don't ever tell you who exactly I want to lose because I don't want to be, there it goes. All right, there you go. It popped up now. Now I can actually feel comfortable in this chat again, man. George, okay, where'd it go, man? Yeah, my man Jesky said, I hope Teofimo lose. I hope Teo lose tonight just because of how long he prolonged the fight and he ducking. Yeah, he's definitely ducking Devin Haney. And I don't care, man. If you can make the weight, bro, you should. Dude, if you don't fight the guy, you were never undisputed, man. I'm sure you can get yourself down there for one more fight. Because he ain't getting a championship fight next at 140. At least I don't think he is, man. Robert Barber said, thank you for your coverage of boxing. You are unbiased. I try my best, man. Thank you very much. But you know what it is, man. I'm biased to one side or the other. Because if you don't have an argument and you really don't want to process it, you just call me biased. So I had to get used to being called getting called biased by both sides of the equation. You know what I mean? Because if I say something bad about Devin Haney, I'm biased. If I say something that is not complimentary of Devin Haney, I'm biased. If I say something that's not complimentary of Teofimo Lopez, I'm biased. If I say something that's not complimentary about Errol Spence, I'm biased. If I say something that's not complimentary of Terrence Crawford, you know, I'm biased. I'm biased with that as well. So, you know, I appreciate you saying that, man. But just remember that when I say something you don't agree with, man. Don't just jump out there and call me biased, man. At least give me a second. Hey, my man, 1994's Danny Boy said, what's your prediction for Haney? What's my prediction for Haney Diaz? Man, let me, actually, first of all, man, let me see what the odds are for Haney Diaz, man. Give me 1 second. I got to see what the odds are, but I got Haney. Obviously, I got Haney. Hold on 1 second, man. I got a new website that I'm gambling on. So let me make sure. Let me see what the odds are over here. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to see what the odds are, because if the odds are funny at all, bro, I'd be super shocked, bro. Super shocked. Now, let me pull it up, man. I guess I got to log in and join first. I haven't logged in and joined first. So yeah, I'll check that out in a minute, man. Now I know I actually got to do that. I can't do that off the cuff. Oh, but what do I have? I got Haney winning the fight, man. My only thing for the fight is I want to see Devin Haney knock the guy out. If it's a close fight or whatever, laws to punch out. You calling any of the fights tonight? Yeah, man, I'm gonna definitely call the fights tonight. Definitely, without a doubt, I'll be on there, man. But my prediction, honestly, is a unanimous decision win for Devin Haney. I want him to knock him out, but I don't know if he will. So if I had to do that, I would go a decision. I go a decision win for Devin Haney. I wouldn't bet on a knockout. If you want to bet some money, I'm sure they got a really good return on it. You know, bet a knockout for Devin Haney, but that I just don't see it. I see Devin Haney winning a 12-round boxing match, just staying clean, beating him almost every round, and getting out of there with a belt, man. But he said he wants to beat him worse than he's ever been beaten, so you know, it could be interesting, you know. CG Cap said losing does no good for the fights we want to see. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Losing, yeah, but y'all see, CG Cap, man, hey, look, I'm human, okay? I'm telling you, anytime you talk too much smack, because, you know, this channel is about talking about boxing, man. So, you know, we talk boxing all the time. So you get in arguments when you're talking boxing, and I'm human like everybody else. So, you know, if you talk a little too much smack about your fighter, you know, it's not that I got anything against the fighter, but, hey, man, seeing you lose makes me kind of happy. You know what I mean? Just kind of like Lomachenko, man. Now that Lomachenko lost, I don't have any problem with Lomachenko. I think Lomachenko is a great fighter. Cannot wait to the next Vasily Lomachenko fight. Honestly, I hope he beats Richard Comey in devastating fashion. You know, but because that way, you know, whoever's at lightweight still going to have to deal with Vasily Lomachenko. I don't want to see Vasily Lomachenko lose. Now that Vasily Lomachenko is not getting, you know, now that they're not promoting, you know, they're not promoting him like he's the greatest fighter ever to walk, you know? So, you know, I know, but yeah, but Devin Haney losing would be a terrible thing. It would be. It just would take a lot of steam out of the division, man. A lot of steam out of the division. But yeah, that Danny Boy, that's my deal, man. I got Devin Haney in a unanimous decision win, man. That's me in the building. What's going on with your brother? How you feeling this morning, man? Same fight, different round, said, say Fannon, what is Teo fighting on tonight? He's fighting on DAZN. You gotta have a DAZN. Got to have the zone to get that fight, which I bought for a year. So I got a year. So I'm definitely going to call a fight, going to watch a fight all again. I ain't got shit to do but talk boxing, bro. I ain't got nothing to do but talking boxing, man. I swear, bro. I think I'm probably going to get another client or two. Try to get another client or two. Because right now, bro, you know, it's like, wow, man, I talk boxing all the time, man. I love it. Laza Punch, yeah, Josh Taylor on about moving to 147. Yeah, he'll be up out of there. He's not going to get that fight. But, you know, more than likely, you know, he'll get a lot of shots at those belts since Bob Arum controls those belts. You know what I mean? More than likely, because he's a franchise champion, so he'll get the shot at the WBC right away. He'll get a mandatory at that WBC. He can fight. Matter of fact, Teofimo Lopez can demand to fight any WBC champion right off the bat until he loses. So, you know, I suspect to see him go fight for the WBC belt at 147 right away. And I don't think that as long as he petitions the WBC to do it, I do believe they'll order that fight between him and Josh Taylor, if Josh Taylor is there. That would be a good fight, though. You know what I'm saying? Like Teofimo Lopez doing that, I would be like, all right, man, you got some of them cojones to do that. Because Josh Taylor's a very good fighter, man. Very good, very southpaw, fights orthodox, fights southpaw. Definitely comes to fight. Is going to let them hands go. Got a little pop, too. You know what I mean? Hits harder than he looks, knocking down Jose Ramirez like that. Hey, my Cap G said, I want to see how many tickets they sell in Madison Square Garden. Now, you know, that'll be interesting to see. You know what? People always want to claim that nobody cares about that when it's absolutely not the truth, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's absolutely positively not the truth. I was debating with somebody by the way, man, hit the like button, man. Let me check this out, man, real quick. Hold on. I got to keep that up because I got to remember to sign up for that. Put me some money on some fights tonight. Yeah, man, come on, hit the like button, man. We got 200 people in the building. We only got 163 likes, man. Come on, man, hit the like button, man, as cats join the chat, man. It's getting more, Mr. Farmer said, it's getting more and more difficult to even like Teofimo. He strikes me as he's ducking, cherry pick, faking, and his father is hard to like as well. Oh, his father's a dick. Without a doubt, bro. I mean, he's a dick. Just like over the top, he's a jerk. He don't even fake being nice, but he's a street dude. You know what I'm saying? Like very, very street dude-ish, and you know, acted like trummed up, acting like he trying to fight Diaz, you know, whatever, man. He got to rep his son. I ain't going to hold nothing against the father trying to rep their son, trying to get them money for their family. You know what I mean? So whatever the fathers say, I'll take with a grain. I try to take it with a grain of salt unless they get personal with me, which Teofimo Lopez daddy did. So, you know, come on, man. Give me a break. But yeah, they're hard to like. Teofimo Lopez in the ring is very easy to like, though, because he's a very, very good fighter, man. The simple fact that the man is a good fighter, makes him easy to like in the ring for me. And I'm honestly, man, I want to see Teofimo Lopez do well. But he's like, man, he talks a lot, and a lot of stuff that he says doesn't make sense. How in the world is he going to say he gave Sean Porter and Terrence Crawford their biggest payday? It's like, man, are you high? Like, did you all hear that? Put a 1 in the chat if you heard that, where he said that he gave Sean Porter and Terrence Crawford their biggest payday. Like, and then he said something like how Showtime was going to come begging him to fight on Showtime when Showtime's about to go out of business. And like, man, you just be talking, huh? You ain't taking too many shots, man. They've been having that boy in the ring too long, man. He started taking punches like at 6 or something, 5 or 6. Might be taking too many punches to the dome piece, man. Musa R said, Tio ducking Haney. Haney wants to smoke with all the top lightweights. Yeah, I think he does, man. I think he does. That's what I like about T. That's what I like about Devin Haney. He definitely wants a smart young kid. It's not young. He's not a kid. Very, very smart young man. Very, very highly skilled young man. And yeah, man, I think he actually does want to fight everybody. You know what I mean? I do think, however, that they do try that promotional stuff, like, and kind of try to make people kind of look a little bit bad when the fight ain't realistic to make. You know what I mean? Not saying that he doesn't want the fight, because I really do believe if they gave the dude the fight, he would fight. I don't think he would. I definitely believe he would fight, man. Hold on one second, man. All right. Oh, yeah, man, I got some Cash Apps yesterday. Thank you guys so much, bro, for the Cash Apps yesterday. Let me say thank you to the people that I missed. Gary, my man Gary in the G Slumber in the building said Bud beats Thurman easy. His right hand is gone. That's what they say. He said, my man Orlando, Mr. Suarez said, I wasn't talking to you when I mentioned getting paid. Okay, that's what's up. And Theo and my man, I won't say the name. I got to get this right. Brick, HR the poet said, Big Theo in the building. Much love in that Cash App, man. Thank you guys yesterday. If you're listening, thank you guys very much for that support yesterday, man. Eric DeGrand Baby said they should give all those belts to Devin. Why would they give them to Devin? Devin got to fight, man. Got to fight for him. Don't give him the belt. That's the problem now, is that they gave him the WBC belt. That's screwed over Devin Haney giving him that belt, man. He should have had that belt. They should have had that belt. He should have had to fight for that vacant belt. A vacant belt, winning a vacant belt, that's cool because you won it in the ring. As soon as they give you the belts, then they're going to say, they just gave you the belt. You know what I mean? They gave you the belt. But all kind of people want vacant belts. There's nothing wrong with winning a vacant belt. Canelo Alvarez won a vacant belt. Canelo Alvarez won a vacant belt at 168. He won. Hey, yeah, is Fulton fighting on Showtime? Yeah. Steve Fulton Jr. is fighting on Showtime. Absolutely. Cool Boy fights tonight. Yeah, man. I'm looking forward to that, man. Let me check out these undercards real quick, man. Hold on, I gotta do something real quick. Let me bookmark this, man. Thank y'all for talking this boxing with me, man. This morning. Let me bookmark that tab so I can put my money down on these fights tonight. Hold on one second. Let me check this. Let me check this real quick. Okay, hold on one second. I'm gonna check the cards tonight. So see who has the better cards. So Steve Fulton Jr. and Omar Figueroa, bro, cannot possibly be a bad fight, man. There ain't no way in the world that that's gonna be a bad fight. Absolutely terrific fight, man. He only got 8 knockouts though. I don't like that because your boy's gonna come at you. You got to be able to crack. All right, so the event, who else is going to be on this card? Oh, yeah, that's right. Gary Antonio Russell. I knew I was tripping on that, man. He's on the Brandon Figueroa undercard. All right, yeah, I'm definitely calling this because you got Alberto Gonzalez versus Shamar, the debut fight, which is not going to be televised. Kenny Davis versus another card that's not going to be. Kenny Davis versus Nelson Hampton, not going to be televised. Aaron Almada, probably not going to be televised, but you got Gary Antonio Russell, and you got versus Alejandro Santiago. I'm looking forward to that fight. Reese Aleem versus Eduardo Baez. I don't think I've seen Reese Aleem fight before, but I'm looking forward to that. And then the Brandon Figueroa versus Steve Fulton. Yeah, and Steve, how many knockouts? Brandon Figueroa probably got some knockouts. Yeah, it's 22-0 with 1 draw and 17 knockouts. Yeah, that's going to be what's up. I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be some good stuff. I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put my money tonight. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna soon. Hey, put a 1 in the chat if y'all want some free bets. You guys want free bets? I'm gonna auction off free money every month. I think I got a hookup so I can give y'all some free betting money. Master Eden said, when you spoke, we listened. What is your art? What do you mean? I'm not sure. When you speak, we listen. What was your art? I'm not sure what you mean, man. Much love in the super chat. What was my art? The best thing that I've ever been at is public speaking. That's it. I have a great time with that, man. But you gotta let me know what you mean by that. Master Eden, much love in that super chat, bro. Stay Low says Santa Ana, California in the building. What's up, OG? You doing? How you doing today? Stay busy. I got Teofimo stopping George. Would love an upset to shut him up. Oh, absolutely, man. Oh, I got Steve Fulton Jr. and I've got, at this moment, I'm going to actually review their fights and make sure this ain't a scenario where Stevie Fulton, where there could be a robbery. Because Brandon Figueroa, I have to believe, is going to be the house favorite in that fight. Much love in that super chat, bro. I appreciate you. And but as far as you got, Teofimo stopping George, I don't know, man. We're gonna see. We'll see. He's had a year off, man. I think it could go to distance. But I haven't really, honestly, man, I haven't looked at dude enough, man. Chick Corea said pulling for Brandon Garcia. Oh, yeah, that's what's up. I'm going for Steve Fulton Jr. I like Stevie Fulton Jr. Philadelphia in the house. My father's from Philadelphia. So I gotta go with that. Joshua Scott, the Cornhusker, said, is Gary Russell Jr. going to fight or talk the next 2 years? Hey, look, man, what you got against Gary Russell Jr., man? Seriously, what do you got against Gary Russell Jr.? Every time Gary Russell says something, y'all, when he gonna fight next? Dog, when's somebody gonna fight him? That's what I want to know. When are one of them champions down there at 126 gonna fight Gary? He got the WBC belt and these guys don't want to fight him. Same thing with Guillermo Rigondeaux. Couldn't get a fight. Fighting once every 2 years for a while because guys don't want to fight him, man, down at those weight classes. I don't know. I think he can talk, and I think he can talk whether he fights or not, because the guy is a world-class fighter, and he ain't never lost, and he beats everybody he fights. And they're mandatory titles. He's not fighting bums, because I have a suspicion that as soon as he fights somebody else, if he took the tomato can, mandatory tomato can, you just tell me you're just going to change it and say, who did he fight? You know, you're just a step ahead of the next complaint in my book. Oh, because he's not fighting tomato cans? Who do you want him to fight, bro? Let me know, because I'm interested. Who do you want to see him fight? So that's what's up. Yeah, all right. Let me move down here a little bit, man. Do you think Gary Russell and Crawford would sell if Gary moved to 147? Yeah, sell a lot. Absolutely, I think it would sell. Everybody know who Gary Russell Jr. is, man. The fight for Gary Russell Jr. on the real is Tank. That's the fight that I think would really be big for him. Michael Brown said, check your cash app. Thank you, brother. I got to keep that up in forefront, man. Thank you. My man said, talking boxing-ish. Yes, sir. Thank you, bro. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. My man in that cash app, man. Francisco Fernandez said Teofimo will wipe out Tank. Maybe. Guess we have to see. You know what I'm saying? That personally, we'll see tonight. Let me see him fight Kambosos. He better get Kambosos up out of here, man. George Wood said your thoughts on Taylor versus Boots. My thoughts on Taylor versus Boots is that Boots will beat the brakes off Taylor. Honestly, man, Taylor, this is something that Teofimo better be worried about. Going up there and fight Antoine Russell. He got to worry about that. Your boy Teo got to worry about Gary Antoine Russell. I'm going to tell you ahead of time. Gary Antoine Russell will put it on that boy. Put it on that boy. If your boy goes up there and they're going to try to find anything they can possibly do to keep Josh Taylor away from Jerron Ennis. That's Jerron Ennis mop him. Stoppage, not stoppage is what I'm calling. Stoppage. A stoppage. Maybe around round number 8. 8-round stoppage for Jerron Boots Ennis. 8-round stoppage. They're not on the same level of fighter, bro. Didn't who lose to Lomachenko? Yeah, he did, down at 126. Yeah. Garrett, do you know the weight differences between those guys? But I asked you, who do you want to see him fight, Joshua Scott, the Cornhusker? Who do you want to see him fight? And I think that's a fair question since you're talking about when are you going to see him fight. Who do you want to see him fight? right? When you go see him fight ain't important, because I'm telling you, if he fought Mark Magsayo and then he fought Vargas, Francisco Vargas, are you going to be happy about that? Is that all of a sudden you're going to start giving him all his respect if he fights twice a year and not once a year? So let me know who he needs to fight. Because all I hear is everybody that he wants to fight saying, when is he going to fight? Yeah, I want to fight. Yeah, there's Kid Galahad. Let's have that, mate. Oh, well, Gary Russell never fights. Hey, how about him fighting Josh Warrington? Well, Gary Russell never fights. Like, stop, man. That cornball shit, man. It's corny to me. But anyway, y'all keep it up. But until you can tell me who you want to see him fight, cut me a break, bro. You know what I'm saying? Cut me a break because you're just talking. If you don't know who you want to see him fight, I'll tell you who I actually say I want to see him fight. And I'm telling you who I want to see him fight. And it takes two people to make a fight. I want to see him fight. I want to see him fight Kiko Martinez again for that IBF belt. That's who I want to see him fight. I want to see him fight Oscar Valdez, who was in that weight class and got out of there and didn't fight him. All right? I want to see him fight Oscar Valdez. I want to see him fight Navrat, however you pronounce his name, Navrati, who was at that weight class and then left the weight class without ever mentioning the guy's name. Come on, man. Do the guy fair, man. But y'all understand, you guys just, you guys lose track of Gary Russell Jr. because he doesn't fight enough. So therefore, there's not a big enough bandwagon to jump on. I get it. Because there's no bandwagon. You have nowhere to ride. So you sit off on the side of the road and say, who's he going to fight? Even though you know dang well, you don't even know who he should be fighting. Do you? I'll wait. I'm still waiting for who he should be fighting. Love to hear it, bro. I respect dog. Who do you want to see him fight? He's not fighting once every 2 years. He fights every year. He doesn't fight once every 2 years. He fights every year. Every year. When a mandatory is called by the WBC, that's who he's been able to fight. Everybody else he's called out and tried to fight has refused to fight him. And you want to blame him. Why? But who does he have to fight? Just let me know who he needs to fight. Instead of continue to say he needs to fight. Who does he need to fight? There's other champions in that division and they refuse to fight him. So who else? Navrati wouldn't fight him. Shakur Stevenson didn't get to fight him. Oscar Valdez wouldn't fight him. Josh Warrington wouldn't fight him. Kid Galahad got beat before he even got a chance to fight him and got a rematch against the guy that did fight him in Kiko Martinez. Dude, if the guys in his division will not fight him, you can say, well, I want to see him move up. Well, guess what? If he moves up, all of the champions at 130 were champions at 126 and did not fight him there. And are more than willing to vacate a belt not to fight him. When Devin Haney gonna fight? When Devin Haney gonna fight somebody? Okay, how about that one? When Devin gonna fight somebody? Then you know what people will say? If I say when's Devin gonna fight Teofimo Lopez, he ain't fighting nobody. When's he gonna fight? When he's gonna fight Gary Russell Jr., he ain't fighting nobody. And you will say rightfully, well, they don't want to fight him. He's being ducked. But Gary Russell Jr. doesn't get that same support out y'all. And you want to tell him just stop talking. Why doesn't he get to talk? The dude is a world champion. Why should he shut his mouth? Because he's not fighting people people don't want to fight him. He needs to shut his mouth. Man, y'all just are, I'm serious, man. It's because he doesn't have a bandwagon. Is why that is, bro. Said Fannon is crashing. The app. I don't see his. Gary Russell not allowed to fight. He's with Heyman. Nah, dude, those guys don't want to fight him, bro. They don't want to fight him because they'll lose, man. Those 126-pound champions do not want to fight that guy. They'll lose. It's just a flat out. Come on. Gary Russell Jr. is way better than them dudes in matchroom boxing, Matchroom Boxing and Top Rank are using 126, get those 126 belts, and they don't have any interest in fighting Gary Russell Jr. That's just, and there are no other PBC champions at that weight class. So they don't want to fight him, bro. Hey, Shamar Rashan said, you right, Fannon. I want the Stevenson fight for Gary Russell Jr. or Tank. There you go. That's fair. Who do you want to see him fight? And if he calls him out, don't turn around and say, you don't fight nobody. Leave me alone because you don't fight nobody. I don't like that. I think that's weak, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just think that's weak. Gary Russell versus Leo Santa Cruz. Yeah, absolutely. Love to see it. He's supposed to be fighting Chris Colbert. Then Chris Colbert pulled out of the fight because the WBA ordered a fight. He was moving up to 130 to fight Chris Colbert. And then the fight with Chris Colbert fell through. You know? It's just, I think it is what it is, man, with Gary, man. I don't blame Gary, though, for that. I don't know. I don't blame him. He gets his paycheck every year, and it is what it is, man. You know what I mean? I wish these guys would fight him. I'm going to say that, and I'll continue to say that. Gary Russell looking for smoke. No one isn't stepping up to said Gary Russell looking for smoke. No one isn't stepping up to fight him. Exactly. But see, when you're okay, move to 135 or 140. He said he'll move to 147, fight Crawford. Move up to fight any of these guys. Okay. Let me ask you a question, Joshua. He's calling 135. He said he wants Gervonta Davis. Do you think Gervonta Davis is going to fight him? He's a 126 pounder, man. Joshua, you're not telling me who you want to see him fight. Okay? He says he'll move up to one. He'll weigh in at 140 to fight Terrence Crawford at 147. Terrence Crawford's not going to fight him at 147. They're not going to make that fight. He's a 126 pounder, bro. Jamal Nash said, man, you're Russell's biggest fan. I doubt that very much. I'm a fair human being, Jamal Nash. I'm just fair. I'm fair is what I am. I'm not his biggest fan. Even though I'm a fan of Gary Russell Jr., I think he's a great fighter. Love to see him fight, but I'm fair. I'm not going to have double standards. The guy gets ducked at his weight class. That's why he doesn't get fights. I pay attention to boxing. I know who Jamal, name the 126-pound champions. Do you know who they are? Do you know what the 126-pound weight class is called? Do you know how many people pass through that weight class? Do you remember Gary Russell Jr. putting on his T-shirt, "Gimme Leo Santa Cruz"? Hey, Al, gimme Leo Santa Cruz. Leo Santa Cruz did not fight him. Leo Santa Cruz moved up, fought Gervonta Tank Davis. Did not fight him. Carl Frampton did not fight him. They were champions in the same weight division. Didn't fight him, never acted like he wanted to fight him. Said he wanted to fight him. Gary will not fight him. It's called being ducked, man. And it's real. But if you're a fanboy, that doesn't work for your bandwagon. I understand that. We're going to have to wait. We're going to have to wait for your bandwagon to crash. Okay? That's how it happens. When your bandwagon crashes, then you got to go look for another. Either you go back to watching basketball, right? All of a sudden you're back into the NBA finals, or you're going to have to find another bandwagon to jump on. I'm not on a bandwagon, bro. Not on a bandwagon. I'm telling you very honestly, straightforward. Gary Russell Jr. is ducked at 126. Very much so. You have never heard anybody call him out. Never. For all the calling out going on, nobody calls him out. Nobody. Except Devin Haney at 135. Two weight classes up. Somebody called out Gary Russell Jr. for that belt. Stop. Same thing with Deontay Wilder. All that talk about how he's never fighting. He never fights anybody. He never fights. He doesn't fight. He doesn't fight anybody. He fights his bums. That's why we don't want to see this fight with Anthony Joshua. Do you remember that? He never fights anybody. That's why we don't want to see the Anthony Joshua fight. He never fights anybody. That's why we don't want to see the Gervonta Davis fight. Why? Because Gary never fights anybody. If Gary says he thinks Errol will beat Terrence Crawford, he needs to stop talking and fight somebody. Shit, you share your opinion and you ain't fighting nobody. Anyway, I'm not his biggest fan, bro. I doubt it. However, I'm fair, bro. I'm fair. I'd say the same thing if Devin Haney was getting ducked. I'd say it. And then somebody from Teofimo Lopez's camp would say, "Oh, you're just jocking Devin Haney." I mean, seriously, bro. I'm in the same day. I've been called a fanboy of Devin Haney, a fanboy of Gervonta Davis, and a fanboy of Teofimo Lopez, and a hater of Teofimo Lopez, and a hater of Devin Haney, and a hater of Gervonta Davis. All of it. If I say Gervonta Davis can beat Devin Haney, I get some idiot chick on there talking about you're biased. Why are you so biased against Devin Haney? You're biased. You're the world's biggest Gervonta Davis fan. You're so biased. Will you cornballs learn a new word? Not biased. I'm telling you objectively. I do not have an unfair prejudice against Devin Haney. I do not. However, you guys make up facts, bro. Mr. Sema said, cap. Devin tried to fight him, but Gary was, man, shut the fuck up and go away. Okay, that's all I'm going to tell you. Shut the fuck up and go away. Shut the fuck up. Go away, bro. Oh, yeah, Devin tried to fight a 126-pounder when he already had another fight planned. Devin wanted to fight him. Why Devin wanted to fight a 126-pounder? Mr. Sema, why? You bragging that a guy had won, even if it was true, why does Devin Haney want to fight a 135-pounder? 126-pounder? I don't see Devin Haney calling out Shakur Stevenson. Where's the Shakur Stevenson call out? Where's that? Since he's in the bit, why ain't he calling out Chris Colbert? He's a lightweight, bro. Devin don't get no brownie points for calling out a 126-pounder, bro. He's a lightweight. That's a featherweight. What are you bragging about? Aside from all that other crap, what are you bragging about, bro? Devin Haney should have acted like, just like Terrence Crawford act like it's a joke. Man, you're a 126-pounder, bro. That's a joke. That's a joke. That's what you're supposed to do. You don't see Tyson Fury calling out Beterbiev, do you? You act like, let's get aside from that whole who shot John shit and focus on the fact that you're talking about Devin Haney, who was a lightweight, calling out a featherweight. You think that's some manly shit? Mr. Sema? Keyshawn Davis would fight him? No, Keyshawn Davis would not fight him. No way. Keyshawn Davis got 5 fights. Keyshawn Davis is not fighting Gary Russell Jr. No way. No way. If you think so, you are nuts. Keyshawn, see, you don't know boxing, bro. Ain't no way Keyshawn Davis is fighting him. No way. Keyshawn Davis wants to have a career, bro. Giovanni Walker said, Fannon, when you talk true boxing, everyone calls you a fanboy. I don't get it because they're idiots, because they don't know boxing. They only know the words hater and fanboy because they're either a hater or a fanboy. Fanboys of Devin Haney call me a hater because they don't understand anything other than what Devin Haney tells them. It's just the truth. They don't understand. They do not understand anything that Devin Haney and Devin Haney's camp does not tell them to think. That's what you call a fanboy. If you say, hey, Floyd Mayweather Jr. is not the greatest fighter of all time, you get called every kind of idiot, son of a bitch, all kind of other kind of crap you get called. Whenever you said, when Floyd was coming up, that's what once Floyd beat Oscar De La Hoya and all of a sudden these guys got on his bandwagon who had never heard of him before. But he's the greatest fighter of all time. As soon as you start saying Floyd Mayweather Jr. is not the greatest fighter of all time, they call you a fanboy or they call you a hater. It's the same thing. Devin Haney fan base, people that only know Devin Haney or personally know Devin Haney or in the camp with Devin Haney, either literally in the camp or de facto in the camp. Somebody that's supporting Devin Haney will come by and call you all kind of names if you don't think you're not promoting Devin Haney. Right? And I'm telling you, it doesn't matter how many good things you say about Devin Haney. They never even comment when you say something good about Devin Haney. They comment when you say something bad, something that they don't agree with, or something that doesn't make Devin Haney look good. That's what that is, bro. And it is what it is. You know, Andrew Uboma. Much love in that super chat, bro. Said Fannon ain't having the BS today, bro. I mean, because, dude, they're just they're fanboys. And I don't like to call people names, but they're fanboys. That's what they are. They are fans of Devin Haney, or they're fans of Teofimo Lopez, or they're fans of Gervonta Davis, or they're fans of Errol Spence, or they're fans of Terrence Crawford. And they're into this argument stuff where if you don't love their fighter and say their fighter is the best ever, you're a hater. But guess what? When you say the fighter's the best, then, I love it. I love it. Whatever, bro. It's whatever. It goes both ways, bro. You know what I mean? Goes both ways. But much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you guys so much for your support, man. Curtis Berman said, Tank, Devin, and Shakur Stevenson, those three are undefeated. What is that? What are you bringing that up for? There are fighters that have lost that are damn good fighters, bro. Very, very good fighters that have lost. It wasn't their day. They got a bad decision. Canelo Alvarez has lost. One of the best fighters in the world. Many people think he's the best fighter in the world. And he's lost. Just, people lose, bro. Josh said, okay, no worries. He will keep winning and you'll keep crying. I've never cried about a win. I've never cried about a win for a fighter. You will still be a bitch, though, that don't know boxing. I'll tell you that, though. How about that? Your fighter will win or lose, and you still be an idiot. You still be an idiot because you don't know how to talk about nobody but them. And when they're in trouble, you'll never see it coming. And you're going to lose your money because you're a sucker. How about that? How about when you lose your money? Because if you bet, because probably you're dumb enough to bet. If you bet, because you don't, and I'm saying dumb enough to bet because you clearly do not know boxing with your attitude. You're a one-fighter guy. You're a one-fighter guy. Oh, man, my guy is the best. Oh, no way. He's going to kill. It's a blowout. And here's another sign of you fanboys. Everything is your fighter is going to destroy the other guy. Oh, Devin Haney. Oh, Teofimo Lopez is scared. Let me flip it for a second. Oh my God. Teofimo Lopez will destroy Devin Haney. He will destroy him. Oh, he has no chance. He's never fought anybody. What does his resume look like? Tell me who the last 5 guys he fought are and who they fought. All of that cornball shit. And you'll jump out there and say, oh, he'll destroy him. Everybody will destroy everybody. Like there ain't no close fights in boxing, man. Like it's not possible that Teofimo and Devin Haney can be a 50-50 fight. You've never even claimed a 50-50 fight in your life. Wouldn't know a 50-50 fight if it bit you in the ass. Wouldn't, okay? Wouldn't. The Teofimo Lopez-Vasily Lomachenko rematch is a 50-50 fight. Doesn't matter if Teofimo Lopez got the decision in that last fight or not. That is a 50-50 fight. Gervonta Davis versus Vasily Lomachenko is a 50-50 fight. 50-50. Devin Haney versus Gervonta Davis is, you better hope it's a 50-50 fight. Those are close fights, man. Close fights. And there are a lot of close fights. Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence Jr. is a close fight. That is not some fight where it's like when what's his name jumps out there. Oh man, yeah, it's gonna blow him away. He's gonna destroy. Man, everybody, man, shut up. Is there any chance that Errol Spence can win? No way. Errol Spence Jr. is a drunk. Errol Spence Jr. is flat-footed. He's gonna just destroy him. No nuance whatsoever. No, well, hey, man, What happens if Terrence Crawford's a little bit off when he gets caught? Does Errol Spence Jr., do you think Errol Spence Jr. can win rounds? No way. He's going to smoke him. Hey, why do you think everyone is scared of Gary Talk the Duck Russell? I didn't say everybody was scared of him, bro. Never said it. That's your dumb ass. See, once again, dummy, you want to go all with the extreme. Why do you think everyone is scared of Gary? I never said that. I never said anybody was scared of Gary. I said they're ducking him, dumbass. Would you like to stick to something I actually said, dumbass? Because that's why you don't have any credibility. Because I never said that. But you're trying to argue like I said that. What I said was they're ducking him. I didn't say they were scared of him. Scared and duck is not the same thing, dumbass. I don't think Teofimo Lopez is scared of Devin Haney, but he's ducking him. You know why, dumbass? Because he's got a responsibility to fight him, and he didn't fight him. That's a duck. When you have a champion in the same division as you and you don't fight him, that's a duck. When a champion in one division calls out a champion in another in the same division and they refuse to fight, that's a duck. Because you need to fight the other champion. When you don't fight your number one, when you drop a belt not to fight your mandatory, that's a duck. That doesn't mean that the fighters are scared of him. It could mean that he doesn't want to take the fight because he thinks, oh, that's a little too close to call. It's a risky fight for me. I don't want to fight because it's risky. Not that he's scared, dummy. See that, dummy? See? That's why you have no credibility. You just say things. You think you can use cornball argumentative tactics to get over. You can't. Gary Russell Jr. has been ducked by those champions because they all came in a division and they all left without fighting him. Anytime their promoter was asked about the fight, they said they didn't want that fight. And they point out the same thing. Oh, Gary never fights. Well, if he never fights, then why don't you try to fight him? He's available. They didn't say we tried to fight him and he's unavailable. He wouldn't fight us. No, he never fought. He doesn't fight enough for us. As if you care about how active any other fighter is. Fighters usually see inactive fighters and jump on it right away. You're a moron, bro. Sorry, I'm trying to teach you, dummy. But that's okay. When it happens to your fighter, you'll see. You probably understand it for Devin Haney, though. Because ain't nobody going to fight Devin Haney. Just letting you know. It's the same situation for Devin Haney. They're not going to fight him for the same reasons. For the same reasons. But you'll see it with Devin Haney. I guarantee you. When Gervonta doesn't fight Devin Haney, when Teofimo Lopez doesn't fight Devin Haney, when Josh Taylor doesn't fight Devin Haney, remember that. Much love in your super chat. Remember that. You will jump out there without a doubt, and say your man's getting ducked. Without a doubt. You know why? Because Devin will say he was getting ducked, and therefore, since you got your head up his ass, you will hear it clearly. Angelo Ramirez, I can't hear what you just said because you just got thrown out, bro. You sound hella hurt. You sound hella out of here. Holla. Holla. I don't know why I said 4-2. Bearcat Hampton said, yeah, I don't see any blowout wins among the top fighters in any weight classes. Only question I have is Ryan Garcia. I really wonder, has he got the goods or not? Also, can Josh Taylor win at 147? Yeah, I mean, he's a dude. Yeah, can he win? I don't think he can, bro. I'm telling you, I don't think he can beat, though. I don't think he can beat. I'll take Danny Garcia over him. I'll take Danny Garcia over Josh Taylor. I'll take him over Josh Taylor. But it is what it is. You say you dudes with the wrenches are fanboys. Hey, look, man, y'all, whatever. Wrenches. Hey, please do not block or time out people for no good reason. Let me repeat that. Please do not do that. Jay Styles said Crawford fans don't have hate Don't have to hate Spence fans, and Spence fans don't have to hate Crawford fans. Just be a boxing fan. Hey, you know what it is. People like to argue. It's half of the fun in boxing is arguing. But seriously, argue with people that ain't stupid, okay? Or don't argue with people that are not stupid when you come with all that fanboy crap, bro. He said that weak-ass name-calling shit just shows how shallow you are. Pretty much. But I'm calling these guys straight-up fanboys because I don't know what else I can do. If you say Gary Russell Jr., you just don't like you. He don't need to talk. He just needs to shut his mouth and fight somebody. Well, who should he fight? Oh, I don't know. He should move up to 190. He should move up to cruiserweight and fight Bivol. He should drop his belt and go fight and have no belt and go fight some people that didn't want to fight him when he had a belt. That stuff. Anyway, bro. Smoke With Me TV said, peace, King Fannon. What's going on, bro? Hey, y'all, make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Let me check the likes. We got 466 people in the building, man. Come on, man. Let's get this like. Can we get the likes over 400, man, please? I'd appreciate it, man. Smash them likes for me, man. And all y'all know you like the chat. I give you time. Even though you talk bad to me, I still give you time. I still give you the attention that you so desire. But I do tell you, name me 5 featherweights. I want to know if you guys, all you Gary people talking, name 5 featherweights. Name 5 fighters that were 5 fighters, active fighters or inactive fighters. I don't even care. Name 5 featherweights, bro. Name 5 featherweights and name what weight class featherweight is. Then I'll listen to you. You know what I'm saying? Wilcox said, man, Fannon Owen is one. You know how it is, man. I'm having fun, man. I love this, bro. Much love, bro. Block these cartoon watchers. Hey, they be tripping, don't they? Anyway, argue with people who have sense. Exactly. Man, no, they need to stay away from people that got sense. Because that ain't, man, that's an L for them, bro. You know what I mean? Rodney Bailey in that super chat, man. Much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you so much, man. Corey H. and Fannon, what's up, yo? To the noobs in the chat. That's what's up, man. What's up? What's up to y'all, bro? What's going on with the big brothers, man? Fannon, are you sure Errol versus Crawford will happen next year? Man, my mind changes on that every 30 seconds. Every time Terrence Crawford opens his mouth, I think it's that much less likely. And every time I think of them pay-per-views, I think it's all the less likely. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. I'm telling you, bro, y'all better be glad. Hey, let me tell you something. If I really thought Errol was a duck artist, ain't no way in the world that fight would happen. If Errol Spence Jr., let me put it this way. If Errol Spence Jr. was like Teofimo Lopez, no way that fight's happening. If Errol Spence Jr. was like Anthony Joshua, no way that fight's going to happen. If he's promoted by Bob Arum, no way that fight's going to happen. If he was like 95% of the fighters, if he was like Canelo Alvarez, no way that fight's going to happen. No way. No way. His fans will come up with a prove yourself. Prove yourself. Unify. Something like that. You know what I mean? I'm not sure at all that fight's going to happen, man. I'm not sure at all that fight's going to happen ever. I really believe that Errol wants it, but I'm telling you, I don't have that much faith in the PBC. I don't. I do not. Those guys have matured as promoters, and they ain't throwing no money away. You know what I mean? Fannon, you think Thurman has a chance to win against Terrence Crawford with a warm-up? Yeah, I do. If he has a tune-up, I think he has a chance. Yeah, I do. I think at this point in time, Keith Thurman is very, very underrated. Very underrated. Because honestly, man, he could have won that Manny Pacquiao fight with another tune-up. 2 tune-ups, he would have beat, man. I think he could have beat Manny Pacquiao. Really. I think he had too much respect for Manny Pacquiao. And he got knocked down backing up, and I thought that was more of a trip than it was a legitimate knockdown. And I thought he was kind of putting it on. I thought towards the end of that fight, he was putting it on Manny. I would like to see him get a warm up, and if he goes into that fight, I think he's got a chance. Obviously, I'm not favoring him, but that style, because he can box. Because Keith Thurman can box. And that's the thing. He can box and he can punch. And I'm telling you, Terrence Crawford is the type of guy that will mix it up, and he should not mix it up with Keith Thurman. If he mix it up with Keith Thurman and gets caught by that left hook, he can get knocked out. Keith Thurman really can crack. Like, no joke, can crack. Especially early in the fight. But I think, obviously I favor Terrence Crawford in it, But I do think he has a chance. Depending on if his hand is healthy and all of that stuff, if he gets back to like his best, Keith Thurman at his best most definitely has a chance. Because Keith Thurman at his best, beat Sean Porter too. Beat a young, fresh Sean Porter too. Beat Danny Garcia. Beat him, and I think he beat him going away. But I do believe those injuries are real, bro. I do believe those injuries are real. Question mark. What do you think about Gary Antoine Russell? I like him. I like Gary Antoine Russell a lot. The last fight that I saw him in, I was like, man, you are super sharp. Super sharp fighter, man. Super sharp fighter. I like him a lot, man. Very smart, very fast hands, very great corner. Great corner. His sparring has got to be other level. Like, because he spars with his brothers. And sparring with Gary Russell Jr. and sparring coming up. And do you know what his brother told him that story about how he made it to the Olympics? By coming out and making the Olympic squad, by losing the boots, then beating everybody, coming back and beating boots twice. That tells you how skilled that dude is, man. And he can make adjustments. You know what I mean? And obviously the man, he can make adjustments. Nikki Simmons said, why Errol told Bud he can take the easy road? Did you listen to the conversation? Nikki Simmons? If you listen to the whole conversation, you'll understand why the words left his mouth. He's like, look, bro, fuck you. I can take the easy route if I wanted to. He's telling him on the A side. So he's telling him just like Terrence Crawford told him, I don't need you. Errol Spence Jr. was telling him, I don't need you. You not getting, I don't need you. Same thing Terrence Crawford said, I don't need you. They both told each other they don't need each other. That's why I said it. I suspect. To me, though, you know what I mean? Andrew, I'm going to, man, much love to get in that super chat, bro. You throwing down the chat, bro. Thank you so much, man. Nikki Simmons said, rich me up. Nah, we're going to hold off, bro. Nikki, we're going to hold off. We're going to hold off for a second. I read that last comment, bro. I think you may be trying to rip my chat up. Let me see a little bit more. Let me see a little bit more on them wrenches, bro. Andrew Britton in the building said, I watch your show every day and enjoy it, but every time I disagree with you, why these guys time me out? I never call you name. Anthony Britt, stop timing out Anthony Britt. And Anthony Britt. Hey, that's not a duck. You can't talk a duck. Daniel saying, hey, Dan Sanchez, you cannot talk your way. You cannot. If a man says, I could take the easy route, that's not a duck. Especially when he's going out there fighting for belts. That shit keep killing me, bro. Dude, Errol's the one that fought the most competition at the weight class. Terrence is actually taking the easy route. Actually taking the easy route. Not talking about it. He literally took the easy route. What do you mean? You know what I'm saying? Nikki, please, I said come back tomorrow. Don't do it. Been following you too long not to be. I do this with everybody. If you ask for a wrench, I will tell you that. I do that with pretty much everybody, bro. Everybody. Anyway. Stop picking on me for real. Stop doing that because I got to get rid of wrenches. Seriously, I don't want to have to get rid of a lot of wrenches. I'm going to get rid of a lot of wrenches. And that's going to, I know people ain't going to like that. So you got to stop it. I don't mind arguing with people. So there's no need to time them out every time, bro. Because I don't get to read it. If you time somebody out, I don't get to read it. I don't get to see that they're timed out, and I don't get to see the comment. And I don't want to have to do it from over here, bro. Look, man, we got 510 people in the 12 people in the building. Man, y'all hit the like button, man. Come on, we got 267 people, but we got 500 people in the building. Come on, bro. I forgot Loma beat Russell. Crawford stops Ugas in my opinion. Yeah, he beat him. Absolutely, he beat him. That don't mean he can't fight nobody. Hate it or love it, man. Much love in that super chat, bro. So what's going on, brother? I'm chilling, bro. Oh, guess what else? Lomachenko lost. Lomachenko lost to Orlando Salido. And Lomachenko lost twice to Orlando Salido and to Teofimo Lopez. You know what I mean? Gary Thompson said, you are Gary's girlfriend. Oh, thank you. If I tells me that you, hey, look, man, if I look like a female to you, that tells me what kind of dude your ass is. Okay? You like some funny looking women, bro. You like some funny looking women. Michael Kirkland said, could Thurman versus Brawner be a good tune-up? Great tune-up. Love it. Love it as a tune-up, bro. Love it, bro. Love it. Love it as a tune-up, man. Absolutely love it as a tune-up. Because, man, I like seeing it. Dude, I want to see Adrian Brawner fight just for the press conferences. For the press conferences, for the weigh-ins, all of that, bro. Oh, yeah, dude, you know what it is, man. Anybody top now, yo, yeah, you look like somebody's girlfriend or his girlfriend. Man, who do you like? Whose bitch are you is what I want to know. Shut up. I ain't none of these dudes chicks, bro. Okay? I will tell you, if you ask the right question, you ask me the right question, I'm going to give you what I think. You all want to be on them bandwagons like it ain't nothing, man. Y'all be on them bandwagons, bro. Like big time bandwagons, man. And let me tell you something. You getting suckered. I'm telling you, you dudes are getting suckered, bro. Suckered. I mean suckered. You guys are getting pimped. Straight up and down pimped. All right? If I defend a fighter, because, bro, there ain't no reason for me to defend Gary Russell Jr., man. There's no reason. None. Okay? I'm not going to get a ton of people saying, oh, I love your channel, because I support Gary Russell. If I support Gary Russell, I get hate from Gervonta Davis fans. I get hate from Devin Haney fans. There ain't no prize in supporting Gary Russell. Y'all are getting pimped. Straight up and down pimped. And I mean literally. When I say literally, I mean literally pimped. I ain't getting pimped, bro. You can say what you want. But ain't nobody just going to tell me what to think, bro. And be man, get out of here. Y'all getting pimped and don't even know it, bro. And I mean very literally. And I mean it very literally. Y'all asses is getting pimped. Do not even, man, these dudes don't think some of these guys, and I'm going to tell you, they know damn well they can't beat these fighters. Know it. He said, talk boxing. Why are we here? Bro, get out of here, right? I don't know why you here, Holmes. I don't know why you here. I've been talking boxing. How long has live stream been going on? Man, let's get these likes over 500, man. Dude, we've been talking for, I don't know, how long we been on this? For an hour. I've been on here talking boxing, nothing, nonstop boxing for an hour, bro. I'm just telling y'all, some of y'all dummies getting pimped, bro. You got Filton tonight, Fannon? All right, Nikki. I like Nikki. All right, Nikki Simmons. All right, Nikki. Don't let me down, Nikki. Okay? Don't let me down, Nikki. I'm a sucker for the wrenches. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got Fulton tonight. You know what? Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. Because it's going to be a war, man. And I'm telling you, if he can't hurt Brandon Figueroa, I got Brandon Figueroa. Because Brandon Figueroa is going to be in his chest like ain't nobody's business. You know what I'm saying? Brandon Figueroa is going to be going at him. And so he's going to have to be able to hurt Brandon Figueroa. You know what I mean? And I don't know if he's going to get a decision fighting in his head. Oh, he said, Justice Fannon, you be going in. Yeah, I mean, dog, seriously, man, it's fun for me. I don't think I'm getting upset because I'm not. Really, I can be a jerk. I like arguing. And this is my outlet for arguing. I don't argue in real life anymore. I used to like any conversation that anybody would have with me, I wouldn't mind debating. But I just am done with that I'm done with that in a person-to-person sense. You know what I mean? Can't call out Al Heyman and expect to get a fight. I mean, I don't know, man. Yeah, I guess not. But seriously, that's Gary Russell Jr. That's dude. Nah, anyway, you know what it is. Niggas said thanks for now. Hey, it is what it is. I appreciate it. Yeah, you know what it is. I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker. For that. Said can't call out Al Heyman and expect to get a fight. I don't know why not. I don't think why is he gonna take it personal or something? I think that dude's all about the money. No joke. But you're not gonna get but Leo Santa Cruz didn't want that fight. Leo Santa Cruz is gonna lose. That's simple. Leo Santa Cruz is gonna lose. Leo Santa Cruz knew he was gonna lose. That's not a close fight, man. I'm telling you. Southpaw. A fast-handed, slick southpaw. People do not like to fight that. I'm telling you. Slick southpaws that can punch and can fight on the inside and the outside. People do not like that. And people talk about how Russell lost to Lomachenko. Bro, did you watch the fight? That tells you something. Lomachenko was mopping people at 126. Mopping them. He said, no more wrenches, chat looking like a toolbox. No, it ain't. There's sparsity. And trust me, it ain't looking like a toolbox. There's sparsity. My man, Hater Left, so for now, what's going on, bro? Let me make sure I didn't miss that one. Yeah, but I'll hold down Michael Kirkland. Oh, yeah. And I got Michael Kirkland, too. Thank you guys so much for that support in the super chat. Now, there's got a lot of space in there, man. Arch Nimi said, having open intellectual conversation about a sport you love can be very therapeutic. Would you agree? Absolutely, I agree, Arch Nimi. Absolutely. I agree 100%, bro. Absolutely. And honestly, I can't even see the wrenches. I just don't even see them. Timothy Blunt in the building said Gary Russell is one of many black assassins. Absolute, man. Dude, let me tell you that if somebody got a problem with Gary Russell Jr., they're more than likely a Devin Haney fan. Though they don't like that whole because they want to put him on his. They want to give Devin Haney a Gary Russell Jr. notch on his belt for some reason, for a fight that didn't happen. And anybody with 2 cents would have known was not going to happen. That shit was never going to happen. Robert Jaramillo says, salute Fannon. Shakur versus Colbert is fake news or is it possibility, man? Oh, no, it's very possible. That's not fake news. That's very possible. Brian G said, where my wrench and will you see it? No, I'll never see it. I'll never see the wrenches. Not in this view. But look, man, I ain't giving no more wrenches out today, bro. No joke. No joke, bro. Because y'all acting crazy. I got to get rid of some wrenches. I'm going to sneak one day, though, and watch the chat from the angle I got it right now. And I'll be like, all right. Can I do it from here? Let me see something. Oh, I can remove a moderator right here. Oh, yeah. Lana said, Gary Russell beat Santa Cruz, but not sure about Tank. Tank on some other shit. Tank, yeah. I mean, it'd be good, bro. It'd be a good fight. I think man, it's a fight I want to see, though. You're Roger. Who do you want to see him fight? Tell me who he should fight, Roger, or I'm blocking you. See, this is why I love this. Tell me who Gary Russell Jr. should fight, or I'm blocking you. Who do you want to see him fight? Really? And do you watch any of his fights? Are you asking that because you want to see him fight? Or are you saying, who? Who should he fight? Name one. Name somebody he should be fighting. Instead of, he don't fight enough. Name somebody, bro. Oh, he should fight Tank. Wow. Yeah, okay. Thank you for your comment. Can somebody else, he mentioned Tank. Oh, I'm not going to throw him out. Yeah. Yeah. He should fight Tank. I agree. Now, why don't you go talk to Tank about that, man? As if he has the ability to fight Tank. He wanted to fight Gary Tank. Bluebell said, let's be real. They're blackballing the Russell family because they wear the African symbols and they can fight their asses off. Yeah. Think that got a little bit to do with it? I think that got a little bit to do with it. Anyway, hey, I appreciate you asking that question, saying that question. So I will answer that politely. Dude, it's not up to him whether he gets a Gervonta Davis fight. Gervonta Davis, and they're not fighting him. I'm sure that he would take that fight, but that fight is not available for him. But I appreciate you saying that name, Tank. Davion Bible said, Gangsta Gary is entertaining both in and out of the ring. Those other featherweights don't mention his name because they know he's a tough match. Exactly, man. It's you know. But if you just, you know, capping for other fighters, you won't know that. You'll blame Gary Russell. In short, bro, you're blaming Gary Russell for things that are not his fault, man. You know what I mean? Devin, it's not Devin Haney's fault that Teofimo Lopez won't fight him. It's not. All right. And I'm telling you, Teofimo Lopez is not, Devin Haney ain't getting these fights. He's not going to get them because he's in the same situation that Gary Russell Jr. is in. Same one. He's a slick fighter that can make you look bad and does not bring in a huge gate. As a result, the guys would rather drop the belts than fight him. No, we're not going to give to him. No, we're not. I'm not helping they're not going to make Devin Haney's career for him. It's not. That's why he has to resort. That's why he's got to resort. That's why he got to resort to calling everybody out and calling them cap and doing all of that stuff because nobody's going to fight him. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. Powerhouse Watson said, man, Gary fight once a year. Can we get Gary versus Santa Cruz? I would love it. I hope so. I hope they can, man. I would love for them to do it. Roger said, okay, but remember, Gary would not fight Haney. Okay, I know you know boxing. Dude, that is, man, you look, Roger, what weight class is Devin Haney? Put it in the chat, bro. I'm not going to seriously. I'm just going to ask you a series of questions. What weight class is Devin Haney? Hey, Kevin Wells, Fannon, did you see that that Teofimo Lopez weigh-in was one-sided? He had nobody there. No, I didn't see it. I saw he looked a little drained, man. I saw he looked a little bit drained. But that's about it. I didn't see anything other than that. Nah, dog. What weight class, bro, does the man fight at, man? What weight class does the man fight at, bro? 126. Devin Haney is a 140 pounder, okay? Can we stop with that? Like, just stop it. All right? That's not fair. First of all, Gary never called out Devin. It was a 140 pounder calling out a 126 pounder. Devin called him out. It's a 140 pounder calling out a 126 pounder. Right there, you should just not take the whole conversation seriously. Who else does that, man? Do you see Lomachenko calling out 126 pounders, bro? It's seriously. It was for entertainment value. It was for entertainment value. It was for publicity. Just stop. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to go through that anymore. One guy's at 126. The other guy's at 135. Not 40, excuse me. That's two weight classes. Just because Gary said he wanted to fight Terrence Crawford does not indebt him to fighting any 147-pounder that calls him out. Okay? He says he wants to fight Terrence Crawford. That does not mean you didn't hear Errol Spence Jr. calling him out. And if he didn't agree to a fight with Errol Spence Jr., that does not make him a duck. Okay? Just come on, bro. They always do that, man. It is what it is, bro. Like I said, man, you on a bandwagon, bro. You're on a bandwagon. JT said, that's true for now in the different weight classes, but fans like to see guys move up and challenge themselves now and again. Although I agree in a sense it's not a winnable fight for Gary. I mean, look, man, I'm not saying whether it's winner or not. Tell Devin to move up to 147 then and fight Errol Spence. Right? You're not going to do that. The same guys will not do, you will not say that about Gary Russell. You won't do it. Will you say that Devin can't get a fight with Gary? Devin can't get a fight with Teofimo Lopez. He can't get a fight with Teofimo or Gervonta because they're ducking him. So do you think he needs to move up to 147 and fight Ugas? No, you don't. Okay? No, you don't. You do not hold him to that standard. If you did hold him to that standard, I would say you were wrong. Why does Devin have to move up to 147 to fight Ugas? Because Teofimo Lopez and Gervonta Davis won't fight him. And that's where it's headed. I'm telling you, he's not getting those fights. So what I'm trying to do is tell you guys ahead of time, dude, don't lay down that, don't lay down don't put that on Gary Russell Jr. versus Devin if you're not willing to put that with Devin versus Errol or Devin versus fucking Jaron Ennis. You think Devin needs to fight Jaron Ennis? And I need to hear it. Do you think if Devin Haney does not get a fight with Gervonta, which he's not going to get, and he doesn't get a fight with Teofimo Lopez, which he's not going to get, or Josh Taylor, which he's not going to get, do you think he needs to go fight Jaron Ennis? Do you think if I jumped out there and started, oh, you're ducking Jaron Ennis? No, you wouldn't. Don't be hypocrites, man. You're being a hypocrite. You would never. It's the same thing. Jaron, and matter of fact, it's easier fight. Right? Oh, no, it's the same. Except for, no, it's easier because Jaron ain't got a belt. Jaron's not even a champion yet. Devin was a champion. Right? Stop, bro. You would never do that. So what are you trying to do to Gary Russell for? You know what I'm saying? You're on a bandwagon, bro. You're getting pimped. I'm just telling you, you're getting pimped, bro. You're getting pimped. Because you don't understand that you would never do the same thing to somebody else. If you cannot see the hypocrisy in somebody's stance, bro, and you are just going to blindly support it, dude, you're getting pimped. Pimps will pimp you too, homie. Exactly. It sounds crazy. They would never do that. That's what that's the hypocrisy of it. It's the hypocrisy of it. Anyway, Roger Ames said, yeah, true fighters will fight anyone, and you know Haney is young and has nothing to lose. Let me tell you something, bro. Devin Haney is not going to fight Jaron Ennis. No damn way. If Devin Haney gets in the ring with Jaron Ennis, Devin Haney is going to get killed. Ain't no way that boy is fighting Jaron Ennis. No way. And I mean it. No way. That is a 90-10 fight. 90-10. Ain't no way he's fighting that man. And it'd be silly. Shut up, Roger Amos. You're a moron, bro. I'm on the new school bull crap. Fighters fight fighters. Really? Then why didn't Sugar Ray Leonard, dummy, fight Mike Tyson? Huh? Really? Why didn't Marvelous Marvin Hagler Fight Larry Holmes. Dummy. You're an idiot. I knew I was going to get to block you. You're an idiot. You're on this new school stuff. Fighters fight anybody. No, they do not, dummy. No, they do not. Okay? Errol Spence Jr. does not have to fight Alexander Usyk, or he's not a fighter. Terrence Crawford does not have to fight Beterbiev. He doesn't. Okay? He does not. Nobody's going to say, oh, Terrence Crawford's a duck because he got called out by Beterbiev. You're an idiot. Will you get out of here, man? Seriously. Hit the like button. I'm sorry, man. I'm clowning on fools today. We got 500 people in the building. Can we get the likes over 400, man? Some intelligent fan asked me a question, please. Seriously. Hey, Andrew Gray said, don't waste your time talking to some of these fans. They don't know. They learn to know. They don't know nothing about boxing comparing guys from weight classes apart. Man, dude, 2 flat out weight classes apart. 2 weight classes apart. Talking about, oh, man. Fighters fight anybody. Man, stop it. Devin Haney should never, ever, 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 ever have to fight Jermell Charlo. Okay? Jermell Charlo will beat that boy half to death, man. Seriously. Beat him half to death. Ain't no way, bro. Ennis versus Crawford, right? Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. I got to see Ennis. That's a I don't know. That's a TBD. TBD. To be determined, bro. I got to see much, bro. So who do you believe will get the title shot first, Ennis or Ortiz Jr.? Ortiz Jr. for sure. Virgil Ortiz Jr. will get that shot first. Politics. Absolutely. TBD. Giant TV said, what, nigga? What is that about? It's TBD. I don't know. Ennis and Crawford, it's TBD. I don't know. TBD. Right now, TBD. To be determined. I don't know. Man, Jerron, hey, dude. Seriously, it's hard for me to visualize somebody beating Jerron Ennis right now. I see no holes in that game. It's very hard for me, but I'm not going to disrespect Terrence Crawford by saying that Jerron Ennis will beat him. Because I got to see more out of it's the to be TBD. For real. Colbert versus Stevenson. Jerron versus Stevenson. Colbert versus Stevenson. No doubt. On that one for me. He's too fundamentally sound for him, man. Absolutely too fundamentally sound. The 313 dash says Haney's a skilled boxer but lacks power, and we haven't seen him in a real gunfight. Yeah, pretty much. But my thing about him is that he's in a bad position on the chessboard. He's in a bad position on the chessboard, and he's trying to play himself out of a bad position on the chessboard. I'd love to help him. Seriously. You know what I mean? But it's a bad position on the chessboard. Bob Arum he didn't sign with Bob Arum. Bob Arum said you signed with the wrong guy. He told him, you signed with the wrong guy. Bob Arum didn't even play. You signed with the wrong guy. Bob too old to lie. You signed with the wrong guy. I'm not putting Teofimo Lopez in there with you. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? That's what Bob Arum said. He's just and there are no fighters over there at the zone. There's big paychecks, which means he made a smart move to secure the bag. Excuse me. He made a smart move. He made a really smart move to secure his bag. No joke. Like he got the queen. He got the queen quick. He was like, boop, I got the bag. I got the queen. So, he made some, he got out there, boom, got some damage, made some damage. You know what I'm saying? Boom, got some damage, caused some damage. Got him big bank. But as far as getting them belts, when Matchroom doesn't have any, it's not going to get the fight. And honestly, I'm going to tell you on the real, I think even if Matchroom did have the belts, I don't think that they're going to make the fights for Devin. I don't believe that they support black fighters like that. I think it was very good timing for Devin Haney because they were trying to sign as many big fighters as they could And during all that money grab, he grabbed that money. Very, very smart move out of Devin Haney, because now he's making $2 million a fight. He's had at least 5 fights. I don't, has it been 5 fights with DAZN yet? If he's had 5 fights with DAZN, $2 million a pop or whatever, man, he's made $10 million, a very rich man. Should never have to work ever again in his life. But as far as getting them belts, that's going to be tough, man. No joke. No joke. Because he makes more money than Teofimo Lopez does. So Teofimo Lopez got the belts. Devin Haney got the money. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? Bob Arum going to keep it that way. You know what I mean? And also the PBC. I'm telling you right now, they're not going to give him that tank fight. Because he's not going to risk losing money to those guys in the zone. There's that promoter battle going on. And we can act like it don't matter and say, oh, Fannon, you're a jerk because you bring it up. But look, man, I'm bringing it up because it's there. I'm not making it up. That's a real thing. But hey, man, you know what I mean? Just remember 2 years from now, when he doesn't get those fights and you start talking about how everybody's ducking him. And I will remind you, okay, same thing as Gary Russell Jr., huh? And you will go back to, no, it's not the same thing. Gary's cap. All right, he's capped. Capped. You know what I'm saying? Capped, as in you ain't making no more money than this. He need to sign with Al Heyman. That's what I think the smartest thing he could do is. But that's going to be on a fight-by-fight basis, and you got to sell tickets for real. You know what I'm saying? You got to sell tickets for real when you're over there. The Gervonta Davis got to sell tickets for sure. He ain't getting paid off no imaginary shit. You know what I'm saying? He's getting paid off what really crosses that table. And, will Devin get the opportunity to get his name big enough for that? I hope that he does. Really, really do. Hey, Devin has a championship belt. Yes, he does have a championship belt. Just like Gary Russell Jr. does, just like Guillermo Rigondeaux did, just like Deontay Wilder did, just like Erislandy Lara did. You know what I mean? Just like all those guys did. They had one of them belts. If Erislandy Lara got them paychecks because he was with the PBC. Very smart move. If Erislandy Lara was not with the PBC, dude, that guy would have never made nowhere near the money he made and not got anywhere near the fights that he got. Luis Ortiz, best thing he ever did was sign with the PBC. Once Gary Russell Jr., once Rigondeaux got there, he got that money. You know what I mean? True Israel said Devin Haney is the WBC champion in his own right. He is. Absolutely, he is. He is the WBC. Gary Russell Jr. is a WBC champion in his right. Isn't he? I'm talking about, is he going to get the big fights? Or are people going to duck him? What do you think? Give me your opinion. Truly Israel. Are they going to fight him? Yeah, there you go. Appreciate that. Dude, I got a lot of love for Devin Haney, man. I'm telling you. I like Devin Haney. I am not a Devin Haney hater, man. I like Devin Haney as a person. I like that kid. I think he's a good dude. Good kid. You don't see him getting in any trouble. Respects his father. Respects himself. Like him, bro. Julian Lissam said, hey, Fannon, I'm sorry I'm late. Can you start over? Hey, man, nah, dog. I only got a little bit, man. I'm going to be on this. I bet I'm doing 2 live streams today for sure, though. Jay Styles said, but the problem is promotional companies get 30%. Promotional companies get 30%. Managers get 30%. And 10, and Uncle Sam gets 40. Fighters aren't what they think. Yeah, but I think Devin Haney got a better hookup than that, probably. Because he's his own promoter. So I'm sure he's got to split something with. His father is really on top of that. I would be very, very surprised if they're not making. If Bill Haney does not really have a tight notch on that money. He's a very bright guy. Very, 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 very smart guy. No joke. Very smart guy. Absolutely, positively. And I'm sure that Bill Haney is on that money for Devin Haney. I'm sure. Bill Haney, from my understanding, was on top of his own money and ain't going to be slipping on how much money is actually hitting that bank. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't worry about Devin Haney and his money. I think those guys are going to be taken care of as far as that money goes. I mean, without a doubt. And honestly, man, very good promoter, bro. Devin Haney and Bill Haney are very, very good promoters. Very good promoters. Because relative to who they fought, their name is a lot bigger and they get their name out there better than a lot of people do who've done more work. So from a promotional aspect and from a financial responsibility aspect, man, there's nothing you can say about Devin Haney other than terrific job. That's why I'm like, seriously, man, I like him. I like him. That don't mean I'm going to say anything. I'm going to say just any old thing. You know what I mean? Because I like myself more than I like myself more than I like them. So I'm not going to go to bed feeling guilty because I'm saying a bunch of shit that I don't believe. You know what I mean? I don't believe that that Devin Haney, Gary Russell Jr. fight was ever going to happen. I didn't believe it then. I didn't believe it. It didn't happen. And I'm glad that I said that I didn't think it would ever happen because that's my honest belief. It's not me hating on the kid. And I'm telling you right now, it's not me hating on the kid saying, look, man, he's going to have a difficult problem with these guys from the PBC and guys from Top Rank. I think that's going to be difficult. Just do, you know, and I hope that I'm wrong because I would love to see him beat Teofimo Lopez. Love it. You know what I mean? I'm an American. Teofimo Lopez is American too. But you know what I mean? I support black fighters. I want to see him do well. And I want to see their family get dumb rich. You know, and all the people that support Devin Haney, man, I like a lot of the guys that support Devin Haney. I like a lot of them. You know what I mean? So, and Teofimo Lopez, I ain't got no ties to Teofimo Lopez. Other than he's an American, and I think the same thing about his father and them making money and taking care of their family. Because Lord knows I got a family and I want to take care of mine. So I ain't hating on them doing theirs. You know what I'm saying? Curtis Burm says, salute to you, brother. You know you're boxing for real. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you. And I do. And I learn every day because I study boxing every day. So you like Devin Haney, but you think Shakur Stevenson is a better boxer? Yep. Absolutely. I do. And here, G-Code, I'll tell you why I think he's a better boxer. Because he'll walk you down. He can fight you on the outside. He can outbox, and he'll walk you down and beat you up on the inside. That extra dimension that Shakur Stevenson has puts him over Devin Haney for me. Because I've not seen Devin Haney do that. Now, we do have a fight coming up next weekend, the Saturday, when he fights Jojo Diaz. We'll see. Because I'm telling you what I think. I'm telling you what Shakur Stevenson to do to Jojo Diaz. He'd do him just like Gary Russell Jr. did him. Stand right there with him and bang him and bang him. Stand right there with him, make him miss and bang him. Just like Gary Russell Jr. did. Except for he's a bigger guy. He probably hits harder. He hits harder because Gary Russell Jr.'s had injuries to his hands. So Gary ain't just letting that stuff go. I see if Jojo Diaz fought Shakur Stevenson, I'm 100% on a stoppage in that fight. If Devin Haney can sit right in front of him, make him miss, hit him, use body shots, wear him down and stop him, then I'll say, okay, he shows that other dimension. That's what I said about like Caleb Plant early on. I was like, man, Caleb Plant can really outbox. But I'm interested in seeing that dimension where you're standing right in front of the guy and you're not moving a lot. Where you're forcing the guy that likes to come forward when you're forcing him back. When you're fighting in the pocket and being able to hurt him in the pocket. Like Floyd did to Canelo. Floyd wasn't running from Canelo. He's in the pocket. He was right in near range to him, slipping shots, countering them, just working them like that, making sure that he had to respect everything. When Canelo's combinations were over, bop, there it went. There was a nice little shot in your mouth for you. You know what I mean? My man, Blue Belt in the building. Much love in that super chat, bro. Thank you so much, man. So what do you think about Antoine Russell? Lil bro, he beat Innocent the Amateurs and he is talking shit about him. The boy can bang. Love the show. I think very highly of him at 140. Very highly at 140. Very, very highly at 140. And I can't wait to him to get about 5 more fights. He doesn't have a lot of fights yet. So he's early on in his career. I'm telling you, that boy's gonna be trouble. That boy's gonna be trouble, man. Somebody Devin Haney has to watch out for sure. Because they can put him in it. Because if he gets a title, if Devin gets a title, that's be a tough fight for Devin Haney. Gary Antoine Russell. And that's the Russell he should be fighting. That Gary Russell is the fight with Devin Haney right there. I would love to see that fight. Love to see the fight. Hey, what is Colbert's old name? It was Little B-Hop. He was Little B-Hop. Now he's Showtime. He was Little B-Hop. Now he's Showtime. So Devin does not mention Shakur Stevenson because he does not have that many fights. No, that's not true. Devin Haney, what do you mean? He's a 2-division champion. He's got 18 fights. He's a 2-division champion. He's got a lot of fights. He's got 18 fights, and he's a champion in 2 divisions. They're not in the same weight class yet, though. They're not in the same weight class. I don't think he should mention them until they get in the same weight class. But I'm going to tell you, I don't think you're going to like that fight. I think Bob Arum would make that fight, though. For a belt, I bet Bob Arum would make that fight. That would be tough, bro. What's going on? Be easy in the building, bro. What's going on? Supernova said that makes sense. Fans get caught up all the time. Yeah, man, people get caught up, bro. You know, in promotional stuff too. It's all that stuff is promotion. You know what I mean? Prime time. I'm sorry, prime time, not showtime. My bad, Stanley. Hey, my bad. Correction. Gone for the correction. Hey, man, get my likes, man. Come on, man. Can we get the likes over 500? Come on, man. Hit the like button, man. We got 500 people in the building. We only got 400 likes, man. Can we get the likes? Can we get the likes up this fun Sunday morning, man? This fight day, this fine fight day. What's going on, Fahim? I ain't seen you. He said he ain't saying his name because Shakur whipped his ass in sparring. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, bro. That's that boy Shakur. That boy Shakur. That boy there. That boy there is nice, man. That boy there. That boy there is nice. Real nice. Real nice. Real nice. That's why they don't want to give him Valdez. They do not want to get that boy Valdez. Valdez is a duck. That's a duck right there. Oscar Valdez. That boy don't want to get that whooping, bro. He don't want that whooping. Oscar Valdez is the duck right there. Aaron Jones says Shakur Stevenson said Tank is the best fight over Haney. Said the Devin fans ain't like that. Dude, let me tell you all the Devin fans. Bro, don't say nothing about Shakur. Just don't get mad, bro, about Shakur. That's a different level dude, man. I'm telling you. I believe that's a different level fighter, man. He's a more complete fighter than Devin. And he's got more power than Devin. That's a tough fight, bro. I'm telling you that's a bad fight. Telling you that's a bad fight. Shakur, man, Shakur. He showed me. And I wasn't always that big on Shakur, bro. I'm telling you, I wasn't always that big. Said black preacher man, sports fan Caleb said, brother Fannon, in my time, I've seen black fighters make more money than Latino fighters. Why they couldn't sanction a boxing commission like Latinos have? Much love in that super chat because they ain't got a country. Because we don't have a country. We don't have a country. Mexicans, the Latinos do not have a sanctioning body. The Mexicans do. Mexicans do. Mexicans do. The WBC is about the Mexicans. They ain't about Puerto Ricans. They about Mexicans. That's who they giving them favors to, from what I can see. And the IBF, you know what it is. We don't have our own country. You know? So I don't even know. But they do make a lot of money. But the fighters don't the promoters do this are with the sanctioning bodies. Shakur is a joke. Yeah, okay. Shakur is a joke. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Thank you for your educated boxing opinion, man. Oh, really? Said, for now, we do have one, the IBF for black Muslims. I didn't know the IBF for black Muslims. I know Top Rank used to be, but I didn't know about IBF. I know that Daryl Peoples runs the IBF, and now I like the IBF. I like the IBF. Memphis, Tennessee said, who you got for tonight's fights, man? Oh, you know who I got. I don't know for Teofimo Lopez. I got Teofimo Lopez, but I didn't watch Kambosos. I didn't really study that fight, bro. I didn't really study Kambosos very, 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 very well, man. I didn't. So I'm gonna go with Teofimo because it's because that's just what makes sense without me having an educated opinion on it. Because I've watched a little bit of Kambosos, and Kambosos likes to mix it up. But if Kambosos gets hit, man, Kambosos can go to sleep because that boy can hit, bro. Like Teofimo Lopez can turn your lights out. So with that, the style that I've seen him do, if Teofimo Lopez catches him with something, Teofimo Lopez can get him out of there something nasty. If Kambosos can take his shots, then I think he's got a shot. I think he's got a shot. You know what I mean? As far as Fulton Jr. and Brandon Figueroa, again, I'm not, I've seen Steve Fulton's very, very good fighter. Brandon Figueroa is a come-forward fighter that really likes to mix it up. If Steve Fulton can't hurt Brandon Figueroa and keep Brandon Figueroa off him, I got Brandon Figueroa. If he can pop and move and stay and beat him on the inside, I think that's going to be a tall order. So I don't know, man. I'm kind of leaning. It's tough. I'm leaning towards Steve Fulton Jr., but I wouldn't be surprised. Honestly, I would not be surprised if Figueroa got him. Because Figueroa comes to fight, man. And he's going to be landing a lot of shots, man. You know what I mean? Anyway, yeah, say Fulton Figueroa is a great matchup. It is, man. I'm looking forward to that fight. But I'm definitely going to call them Showtime cards and all that, man. Memphis, Tennessee, that Fulton fight, I will not bet those two are two good fighters, man. Yeah. I don't know what to do. Thomas Davis said Fulton is the favorite. I mean, I could understand that. But I'm telling you right now, man, Brandon Figueroa is most definitely gonna come with that smoke. Like he fights all the way out, man. All the way out. And he looks so drained in this way. He's so much bigger. I wonder how much weight he's gonna put on him. I wonder how much weight he's gonna put on for the fight. Because he looks so drained, man. And he's a lot bigger guy than Steve Fulton Jr. is. Andrew Gray said Teo has to move to 140. He can barely made 130 to defend his title. Yeah. Or get disciplined. How about you get disciplined and you make your weight? Oh, I'm going for a Fulton. I'm going for Suri. I'm going for Fulton. But I like Brandon Figueroa too. So honestly, whoever wins that fight, I'm going to be happy. Because I like Fulton. I like Fulton Jr. and I like Brandon Figueroa. I like both of those guys. Two American fighters, man. You know what I mean? We're gonna lose one. We're gonna lose a belt in the belt total because one of them is gonna be unified champion. But I like either one of them, man. I like both of those guys. Because I like Omar Figueroa as a fighter. Because those dudes really do come to fight. I mean, there ain't gonna be no soft. There ain't no soft touch. They ain't no soft touch. They come to bang. You know what I mean? And that's what I like him. I wish Omar Figueroa could have stayed at 140 though, or 135, and not had to go all the way up to 147 because he just wasn't big enough to bang with them dudes up there, man. You know what I mean? Said either way, I like Fulton more. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I know more about Brandon Figueroa than I really know about Steve Fulton, about Cool Steve. But like I said, man, I like both fighters. I slightly favor Steve Fulton Jr. in that fight because he's a better boxer. But he's going to most definitely going to have to go through something to beat that kid because that kid is coming to fight, bro. They say, yeah, Figueroa turns it up in the later rounds. Yeah, man, it's going to be he goes to war. You know what I'm saying? He goes to war, So that's kind of where I am, man. Come, let me see these likes, man. We get likes over 500, man. Can we get the likes over 500, bro? It'd be greatly appreciated, man. Hit that like button, man. Cool boy about to body that fool. We'll see. He's going to have an opportunity to because Figueroa going to be right there in his chest. I don't know what kind of punching power Steve Fulton Jr. has. Typically at that 118 pounds, those guys ain't really laying people out at that weight class. Or is that 122? Yeah, it's bantamweight, isn't it? So it's 122. Typically at 122, guys ain't laying people out at 122. So, I think I favor Steve Fulton. I do. Said cool boy about to body that fool. That's what's up. Troy King said, Fannon, I think Ryan Garcia should have fought George Kambosos. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, Brandon. He ain't ready anyway, man. Ryan Garcia ain't ready, bro. You know what I mean? Julian Ledesima, man, much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you so much, man. He said, I'd give my left one to see Kambosos Keo. Don't give up your left one, bro. Don't give up your right one either, man. It ain't worth that. To Teofimo, I'd give my right one to see Haney retire, man. Hey, man. Man, how about your fingernails, bro? Don't give up no body parts for that, man. Them dudes ain't gonna love you after the fight. Trust me. They ain't gonna love you after the fight, man. Ghost to this day said, you been hearing what Figueroa been saying for Fannon? He talking, moving up already. He not confident. His energy off this time around. He looks drained. Dude, he looked like a skeleton on that stage. Yeah, he's about to move up, man. That dude is drained. I mean, dude, he's drained. He look as bad as Terrence Crawford was looking at 135, man. Go look at Terrence Crawford's weigh-ins at 135 and 140. Man, that dude looks like, man, he looks anorexic. Hold on one second, man. I got to make sure of something, bro. Hold on. Oh, okay, cool. All right, yeah. Yeah, man. Don't give up no body parts for them. Don't even wish that, man. Hell no. Somebody gonna try to come get it, bro. Hey, them dudes got some organ donors. Hey, man, you promised them. Pay up, homie. You know what I mean? Yeah, said he looked like he had size 0 diet, bro. He looked so drained, bro. He can't keep making that weight. He looked like he's life-threatening to make that weight. Like, no way. He got to get that belt up, man. Oh, yeah, so I meant Fulton needs to match Brandon's aggressiveness. Yeah, man. Yeah, he looked so bad, man, in that weigh-in, man. You know what I mean? Looked terrible in that weigh-in. Hey, Native Black Faculty Conversation said, great video for Fannon. Love the content. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. But look, man, I'm going to get up out of here this fine fair morning. Y'all didn't give me my 500 likes, man. I wish y'all could have gave me my 500 likes. Come on, man, get the likes up, man. But I got to break up out of here today. Much love to everybody in the chat, everybody in the super chat. Thank you guys so much for your support. And we will be back later tonight for them fights. 90%. Because towards 8, I'm an early morning guy, bro. I wake up like it's like clockwork at like 5:30 in the morning. I stay in the bed, but till like 6. But still, man, I'm awake really, really early, man. So them nighttime fights is hard for me to call. But anyway, much love in that chat in the super chat to everybody that supported in the Cash App. Make sure you hit the like button, man, on your way out the door. Also, subscribe to the channel, support the chat, and shout out to everybody that's a Devin Haney fan, man. No offense meant to you guys. It is what it is. And with that, I'm out. Peace. CG Cap said I'm up 3:30 to 4 daily. Yeah, that early morning is me. Peace.